Hi, I'm G.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are
the Bin Pickers. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. We have a men's haul from last weekend to show you.
We did the women's stuff the other day, so now we'll do the men's stuff.
And we sold a whole bunch of that stuff already. I mean...
Gosh, we did.
We did pretty good.
We did, and we got a bunch of women's stuff, so it was nice. I put a bunch of it on, sold a bunch of it, so it's always nice.
Stuff we sold for good money. Yeah, it was good.
Thong leotards.
Yeah, we sold them. Well, we sold all of them that you put on.
I know, seriously, and like $25 a pop, and they don't weigh anything. So make sure you're watching out for those thong leotards. I put something over on Instagram, but
we have some more to put on that we didn't get on.
We do. People like those, and I think they're just, we've always done well with them, but I think they're like really something right now. I don't know what it is. Whatever. I wish I could find a whole bin of those that we could list.
Well, before we get into this, let's talk a little bit about, somebody had said, oh, I do the eBay thing all by myself. And I think probably a lot of you guys do that. And we can't really relate to that because when we first started, we did it together.
Since the beginning. It wasn't like one of us was doing it and then the other one came in.
I couldn't imagine doing it by yourself.
Me either.
It's got to be really hard.
People are amazing that can do it by themselves.
Because we have...
I wouldn't want to.
I have my jobs. I do my jobs. She has her jobs. Sometimes she does her jobs. But, I couldn't imagine doing it all.
Me either. So,
that would be
you
tough.
guys are awesome that are doing it by yourself. But if you have, a spouse or whatever that could, or kids even, that could help you, it's always nice to get somebody else involved. In some of the process, so then that way you have a little bit of help.
At least for pictures or something,
mailing, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
because it was actually more in the beginning, it was his idea to actually start it. And I'm like, because his whole family's kind of like wheeler dealers, they've always done swap meets and all that kind of stuff, or flea markets or whatever you call it back there. But
I pretty much done this, not on eBay, but buy, sell things my whole life.
And I never really heard of it till I met him. So, I'm glad.
It's in my blood, I think.
It's in his blood. So, good thing it is, because this really works out for us.
I mean, I have family members that's all they do, and that's pretty much all they've ever done is wheel and deal.
Square deal meal if you're down in Florida.
Square deal meal.
Anyway. Yep. So,
that's my uncle, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the haul.
Okay, we'll get into the haul.
Okay. First of all, these are Nike. They had spots on them. I thought I could get it out. I sprayed it, cleaned it. They didn't come out. But these are, I think they're like Roger Federer tennis shorts.
They don't have the tennis logo?
They don't. But I looked up the style and that's
the style number. That's
but I'll still list them even though they have spots on them.
And that's the thing. If you get something that has a spot, you clean it, can't get it out, still list it. Don't be...
If it's something good.
If it's something good. Right, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't get it in the first place, I don't think, if it wasn't something good. But that is a spot. Because you just never know. People still buy stuff with flaws, so don't...
Lakers, back-to-back, 87, 88. These hats are kind of dirty, and I actually washed these as well.
They are kind of dingy.
As clean as they get, but I'll put them together, and I think they'll still sell. If not, I'll take the patches off, just sell the patches. They're probably pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Alrighty. This is...
I never really seen this. Stamped for Puma?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. When I seen that, I'm like, I never seen that, so I picked it up.
And it looked alright, like that stamped
what does it say on it?
Puma.
Made to make it.
Mm-hmm. It looked alright.
For me, whenever I see something that's different, I never seen stamped Puma. So I pick it up and look it up if it's something that I never seen.
And sometimes you might even sell it for $8-10.
Yeah, it's probably not worth a lot.
No.
So here's a bag that we picked up. And what is it even called?
Tom Bin? B-I-H-N.
I don't even know what kind of bag it really is.
It's like a big something. I don't know, maybe it says something. Here. What does it say? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it says something. Made in the USA. Optitech. I don't know what it is. Okay, I saw this in the bin, and I'm like, because they had a bunch of bags, and I'm like, that looks expensive, made in the USA, it looks a little bit older, and then I didn't get it, and then I walked back, and I looked it up on my phone, and then I ran back and got it, because actually this brand looks pretty good. This is, has a little bit of wear, it's a little bit...
I cleaned it up a little. I don't spend a lot of time cleaning it up. It's still a little dirty and stuff.
But this still looked like at least $100.
Yeah.
I mean, for the condition that it's in and for that big of bag. You know, a lot of the smaller ones a little bit cheaper, but they had some like $200-$300. So watch for that Tom Bin, Bin.
This was just a funky hat, so.
And it didn't look super great, but there wasn't one exactly Avalon Classic. There wasn't one exactly like that style on there. It's kind of funky.
And light, so
It was fun at the bin last week. Like I said, there was shoes, there was bags, there was hats.
Yeah.
It was like, it hasn't been like that in a long time.
Australian Outback.
This is another wax cotton. Or oil skin.
Not great. They make the jackets too, but
it doesn't
I
weigh
can
much.
usually sell these.
Yeah, the hats are pretty decent.
This was just a Tommy Hilfiger.
But it's like a shaving bag. And watch some of these men's like shaving kit bags.
Yeah, especially if they're leather
I mean,
and stuff.
have you looked at like a new one? They're so expensive. And like some of these sell pretty well on eBay.
I don't know what this is worth, but
No, it's probably only worth
It's
like
like-
$15, but it just was like, these are new.
New Hanes, but they're vintage.
They're like 70s. And you could tell they were
She got-
still like folded up new.
2 pair of them there.
And somebody sold 2 pair like $60.
Yeah,
didn't they?
they're worth like $20-$25 easy a piece.
This is the thing. Don't, you know, people get grossed out. Ugh. But there's money to be made in this kind of stuff.
Well, these are new.
I mean, the new ones, especially people like new old stock, like those used to be my favorite underwear or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I love this. Doesn't weigh much. I can get $25 a piece for these. $50. That's a home run.
It pays for everything we got. So, right?
Vintage Nike socks. Love those.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll have a thing here made in the USA.
Yeah, I'm not sure how old these are.
I don't either.
Stuff like this, I just send it out to auction. Sometimes they sell for $4 or $5. Sometimes they sell for $20-$30. You know, it's just what it is.
Depends.
You know, send them out. They don't cost nothing. Send it out to auction. Let it sell for what it sells for. And sometimes you'd be really surprised at what some of them sell for.
Not like they used to, I don't think.
This is Pink Dolphin.
We've had it before. There was just a stack of shirts.
Yeah, we actually picked up quite a bit
and
of this
some of the
brand.
stuff is really good. Some of it is not, so I don't know.
This is kind of cool. But, yeah.
I don't know what I'll do with it. If I'll put it on by now, just send it out to auction.
Lululemon.
Just
Men's.
men's polo shirt. You know, and this is the thing, like I didn't see the tag in there, but I knew the way it kind of looked. And then I'm like, there's the logo. It has some washwear fuzzies on it, but, you know. Still
This was
get it.
another thing. I pick up stuff that needs to be cleaned and stuff. This was dirty around the neck, and I sprayed it, and it's still, and washed it. It's still dirty around the neck. But I think this is pretty good, so.
Maybe
Ducati.
$20. Yeah. It just depends. I need to like iron it or something because it got kind of wrinkly. Or not. But it just has like, you know, it's like a pit crew or whatever it's called kind of shirt.
And that's probably something too, you know, when it's dirty or something. I send it out to auction, and sometimes stuff sells better when it's.
That's like usually what we do.
spots or
If it has
something.
flaws, we send it out to auction.
A lot of
then
times.
we, you know, the person can set the price, so we're not setting a price on it.
This is another Lululemon, big, huge.
It is. I
men's.
saw these thumb holes, and I'm like, that looks kind of interesting. And there was no inside tag.
And it had
I'm
a
like,
little spot on it as well. And
It did.
And I washed it. It still
Here it
has
is.
a little bit.
Now this is like the older Lululemon men's. It's like more.
But this is like size extra
edgy.
large. It's big.
Yeah, it's big. It's like that. Like their new men's stuff has the regular rounded logo, but the old ones had like kind of a blocky logo. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Another clean item that I had to wash.
yeah, we had to wash a few things.
And
but
it still has some spots on it.
out to auction
I was
it'll
having a
go.
hard time getting
This is like a vintage,
spots out
like
this way.
70s, just Nike. You know, before they had the Nike.
Yeah, it doesn't have the Nike tag.
We had sweats before. They only sold for like $10,
Yeah,
I
didn't
think.
sell them good. But sometimes they do.
You just never know.
But I think a hoodie is probably better anyways.
It's kind of cool.
We'll see. See how that goes. This is another Pink Dolphin. It says Wave Crew.
It's kind of funky. It's got like almost nylon elbows, but then this
Is
is like
it
a
pockets
t-shirt.
on there?
I don't think
No,
so. It's just
not.
like,
It's weird.
yeah, weird. Now, I don't know on those, like, so don't go pay money on a store on
Yeah,
those.
don't
like,
pay a bunch for them.
I just got them, there was a stack of them, and we just, like...
But we have sold them for
we have sold them before. The
$30-ish.
sweatshirts are really good.
These are just Nike...
Running men's shorts.
men's shorts. They're light and pretty good. So
Again, always check the liner. Like, any kind of short that has liner, just make sure. These looked really good. I've never heard of them.
Pants that I picked up. And they're funky. And whenever I see funky stuff, like I said, I always like to look it up.
Because there's pockets down at the bottom. Like, what? What are you going to put down here?
So it's Mr. Freedom.
By Sugarcane Company.
I never heard of them, but...
I don't know why we never heard of it.
They just have that look of weirdness,
Funkiness.
you know?
Different. Like, and you can tell they're, like, expensive material.
It says Mr. Freedom in there.
Some of these too, like $200-$300. I mean, these look at least $100. At least that's what it looked like. You know, when I looked at Completed on my phone. Now looking on the computer might be a little different, but some of these seriously sell $200-$300 for this Mr. Freedom.
They're worth at least $100.
I never really heard of it, seen them.
So this was just a vintage
Puritan band lawn or something. I looked it up, like $15-$20. Just 70s, kind of like knit, yucky feeling old man polo shirt. It's not my grandpa used to wear. Dolce & Gabbana. You know, make sure on these two you're checking to make sure it has the hologram tag inside of it, which this one does.
And we'll show you. Because they make fake ones.
Oh, yeah. And even sometimes if they have the hologram, you can tell. But you can tell on this one, like the stitching's really good.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. So, I don't know how good the Dolce & Gabbana is, but...
So...
This looks really... This kind of stuff used to be so good. And
it's a vintage cycling...
Like Lamborghini, professional clothing, you know.
Cycling jersey.
And usually these ones that have like the pockets on the back with the buttons, you know, and it feels like a wool blend or something. I don't know what it is, but...
But this is still decent, right?
Yeah, it looked alright. Not like super great. They used to be like $30-$40. Now I think $15-$20. I don't know what this is.
I don't either.
Oh, Nudie Jeans Company.
Nudie Jeans?
It looked alright. Ooh. It's kind of like a washout. I don't know.
Yeah, with the men's shirts, if you know, they're pretty easy sell. I mean,
and they're really easy to list. You know, like we've said, if we could do only men's, we would. But you can see we don't get
Mountain Hardware
nearly the amount of men's stuff or high dollar stuff as the women's here. Anyway. Yeah, Mountain Hardware, we love that.
This is also Pink Dolphin shorts.
Yeah, like cargo shorts. They're kind of funky. I don't know if I'll loft this stuff up. If it was the same size, maybe it wasn't.
No, I don't think so. It's size small. But we'll try it, and if it sells good, then we'll keep picking it up. But
yeah, our hoodie sold good. I mean, a t-shirt only sell for like $10.
Columbia, I always pick up these.
Does this have vents on it?
No, but it's...
Oh, no, it does.
Well, yeah, it does.
It is vented. Now, a lot of times they have Columbia, just a shirt. Like, we don't pick those up because they're not really worth it. But if they
these are like a fishing or...
If it says, like, Omni Shield or Omni something on it, we'll usually pick that up.
This was just Disney Studio Collection.
But it's Mickey Mouse Tiki. How fun is that? See, Tiki Kingdom. Somebody that's going to Disneyland.
Yeah, this is a 2X.
Or Disney World that's a 2X would want this. Or somebody will buy it for their husband to wear.
We always do pretty good with this
we do.
Disney stuff. And since Disney's right here, we get a bunch of it.
We do find a lot of it.
This is just Jordan.
Oh, these are funky. Like Jordan, Nike.
Funky.
They're almost like a camouflage, but not really. I don't know.
And I thought, if I can't sell those, I'll wear them. But they'll probably sell.
They'll probably sell. It's getting that time. Shorts. We sold some shorts again, like today, I think, right? What's this?
A lot of stuff. This is the Icebreakers.
Oh, Icebreaker. It just has like a mountain, you know, it's just...
Love Icebreakers.
Just a short sleeve.
It's a good, easy sell,
wool.
too.
And on these two, Icebreaker, Smart Wool, if they have a little hole, we actually still will get it.
Yeah.
Then we'll send it out to auction. And usually we'll still sell it pretty
Sometimes
decent.
we sell it for more than if it didn't have
It's
a hole.
ridiculous.
This is just Zara Man, and I only got it because it's really ugly, I guess.
No, it has feathers. It's pretty cool,
know,
but
I
a
mean,
man, it's not super
would-
manly, but
I would never wear something like that, but you know, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be something that I wear. Somebody out there is going to want to wear a shirt like this, and you know, if it's
hopefully.
well, you know.
You can't get personal when you're selling stuff. I think that's what
Right.
it is. Like if you get like attached, or now there are some things I get attached to, but you don't want to be like, oh, that's so ugly, I wouldn't wear it, I'm not going to buy it. But somebody
But
might
a lot of
want it.
times the ugly stuff is the best stuff,
It's true.
and stuff that you would never wear is good.
You're right.
So
It's true. What are these? Ex
ex
officio?
officio,
These look like a newer
you see
style.
us get a bunch of
And you know,
these.
they had an ex officio pair of shorts that were like heavier. We passed on those, but these are so light. You know,
Yeah, there was a pair that's
we
pretty
don't
good.
want to have $2 in something.
I don't want to spend that much.
Too much pressure to actually sell it and make money.
And then we got some shoes. You picked these up. I don't know.
Oh, they're
what
just
they
that
are.
Sanook shoes. You know, these like men's. They need a little cleanup, but I
Yeah.
picked them up. I was excited to see shoes, so I'm like, I'm just getting some shoes.
And these used to be really good. The 5-finger. Is that what they're
Vibram
called?
5-finger. Yeah, I don't think they are super good anymore. But these are a little dirty, but I'll still put them out there. Some people still like them.
I couldn't wear these.
Yeah, when they
You know?
first were really popular, you know, when we could find them at the bin.
Yeah.
And then we tried some on and we're like, why? It like goes between your toes.
And
Who
split
wants
your
that?
toes, and it feels weird, and
See,
not for me.
We would never wear them.
I would never wear them, but I will sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
With anything, it's like it doesn't have to be something I like.
I think everyone knows that you would sell anything
Almost.
for a
Almost
few
anything.
bucks. If you can make money off it, you will sell it.
Absolutely. You know, and that's why I do this, is to make money. So yeah, obviously.
It's true, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
So there was some outside the box stuff that we picked up too.
There was. And there's lots of websites you can go to, like just think about those vintage men's, you know, briefs. There's websites you can go to see how old stuff is.
Yeah. And you find the older ones are way better too.
Yeah, so don't pass up stuff because you're like, you know. I mean, you can. That's fine. Leave it for
Yeah,
us.
if
We'll
that's
get it.
If that is something that bothers you, then yeah, you don't have to sell it. But
Yeah. But hey, there's some money to be made and people are looking for that stuff. So if you can supply that to them,
yeah,
there you go.
Because most people don't get that kind of stuff.
Right.
So.
Especially here. It's like people just pass over
It's
all
weird
kinds of stuff.
here, yeah. Oh, are we back? Sorry.
Sorry. We
Sorry,
got
I
cut
did
off. Our card
we're-
wasn't long enough.
Man, someday I will get a card that we
I
can
got you
do
a
like
32. And it still cuts off at 18 minutes. Darn it. Oh well. I
That's
was
all right.
too chatty. I was talking too much.
Yeah, we were almost done. Then.
Almost. All right. The sun's out today, so I'm like giddy with
Giddy,
happiness because it's like hasn't been out for so long. So yeah, and somebody had said that too. Like somebody had commented since we have a new card, I can talk for another second. I remember being in Oregon and it was so dark, dreary. You know, I had to get my parents actually got me one of those like what are they called? Like sunlights or
Yeah, just a light that shines.
and
in
it worked
your
great
face.
though. But you know, I'd sit in front of the computer, I'd be listing, and I'd have my little light, you know, whatever therapy light or whatever it's called, and that really helped. So, if you live in a place that's dark and dreary, I almost had to pull it out here because it was getting dark and dreary. But if you live in a place like that, think
You
about one
need
of
some
those.
more
'cause-
therapy for sure.
All right, that's enough.
Because you're married to me and
It's
have
true.
5 kids.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Cut it off.
Thank
yeah.
you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day. If you could like, comment, subscribe. I'm also over on Instagram, just under Bin Pickers. We also have email. If you have a question and you want me to answer it right away, it's thebinpickers@gmail. Just thebinpickers@gmail. I should put a link for that in there so you can ask questions that way because it's a lot easier to keep track. Then sometimes with the comments, like on the questions, I have a hard time keeping track of it. So, if you could send an email there, then it'd be a lot easier for me.
Pick outside the box and inside the box.
Thanks, guys. Have a
Give
great
it all.
day.
If you can sell it, don't be ashamed. Sell it. Thank you.
Good one.